Hello, my name is Lisa Castle, and I'm going to be your instructor this semester in this college algebra course. I wanted to make this brief video to introduce myself, take a quick look at the Canvas course, and spend just a little bit of time nagging you about a couple of things that you need to do. I will also nag you about these things via email in the coming weeks. So the first thing in Canvas I'm going to look at is the welcome and meet your instructor. When you open your course in Canvas, it opens on the home page. Canvas is arranged in modules. So the home page contains all the modules in this course. The first module is the start here, and the first page in the module is about me. So I'm going to click on that, and you can read over this, but what is probably important for you to glean from this page is how to contact me. And I welcome any contact you want to have with me. If you're on campus, come by my office and say hello. In an online class, I don't often see you at all. So if you're on campus, please come by and say hello. You can email me, and here's my email address. That is certainly a great way to reach me. If you email me, I will typically respond as quickly as I can, and usually within 24 hours, usually faster than that. But if you don't hear from me in 24 hours, then email me back because I've misplaced your email or something's happened. You can also call me, give me a call on the phone. If I'm in the office, which I am quite a bit, I have two face-to-face classes this semester, so I'm gone Monday and Tuesday mornings, but then I'm in the office for the rest of the time. So give me a call. Now, my official office hours are Monday through Thursday from 2 to 4. But if I'm in my office and you're on campus and you walk by and you see me sitting here, you're welcome to come in and visit. If you need to, you're not on campus and you need to Zoom meeting with me, I'm happy to do that. Just let me know ahead of time when you want to Zoom during office hours, and I'll set that meeting up. I do probably need to know, at least a few minutes ahead of time so I can get things up and running and send you a Zoom link. So if you want to meet that way, I'm happy to meet that way. Otherwise, you can read over my bio. I am a first generation high school graduate and a first generation college graduate, which is kind of hard to fathom these days and age that your parents didn't finish high school, but neither of my parents finished the 8th grade. So times they have changed. So I am a first generation high school and college graduate. And my claim to fame is that my daughter entered a baby blanket that I made for her unborn son and in the state fair, and I won best of show. That's my claim of fame. So I knit and I have won ribbons in the state fair. All right, I'm going to go back to the homepage. Enough about that silliness. And I'm going to go to the syllabus and textbook, and we're going to nag. Just a little bit of nagging. You need to read the syllabus and you need to take the syllabus acknowledgement quiz as soon as possible. Just get it done and over with. The syllabus acknowledgement quiz is actually a prerequisite to everything else. All the other assignments, homework, quizzes, tests, you have to do the syllabus acknowledgement quiz first. I wonder why she did that. So that you'll take it. That's why I did that. So read the syllabus and take the quiz. But to take the quiz, I have to have my Pearson access. So you have to get access to Pearson's MyLab Math before you can take the syllabus quiz, because the syllabus quiz resides in MyLab Math. So right here, it says that you have to purchase access to Pearson. You have to, you don't have a choice. Um, it's part of the class. It's equivalent to buying a book for a college class. We don't require that you buy a textbook, but you are required to buy this license. And this license will give you access to a textbook. It will also give you access to the homework quizzes and exams. So you have to purchase it. You don't have a choice. And there are instructions on the homepage, and we'll walk back to that in just a minute and show you where those instructions are. It's fairly straightforward. Um, it's not real complicated. It's just a form you fill out to get access, and then you have to pay for it. And then you need a calculator, and you need a graphing calculator. And I have a picture of a TI-84. You can certainly use, let me turn around here. Somewhere here, I have a TI-84 CE. That certainly is fine. It's a nice calculator. It's a little more expensive, but that certainly works. But you have to have a calculator. And in chapter 6, I'll be posting some videos of how to do matrix operations. You may already know how to do that, but I will post videos on doing matrix operations using the TI-84 calculator, so you can solve systems of equations just by putting numbers in your calculator and pushing a button. So we'll talk about that when we get to chapter 6. But you do need a TI-84 calculator. All right, I'm going to go back to the home page. And then how to navigate this course. I do have a semester schedule. So you can open the semester schedule right now and you can see when things are due. So you know today that you're going to have assignments due August the 26th. So you know today when assignments are going to be due. So go ahead and get that open and take a look at it and familiarize yourself with your schedule. Ignorance of your schedule is not an excuse for being late. You have a schedule for the entire semester right here today. There's no excuse for you not knowing when your due dates are. I mean, they're not only in your schedule, they're all over campus. So there's no excuse. You should know when things are due. All right, close that. I'm going to go back to the home screen, and I can use my back button. I'll go up here and click on home every time. I don't know why. And then there's some Redlands things there, the library research and the policies and procedures. You might click on that and take a look through that. I do want to look at the My Lab math. I have instructions, and it's the best that I can write. And the reason I say it's the best that I can write is that I actually cannot see a student view. I don't have that capability with Pearson. I mean, I can go in, let me go in as a student real quick here. And I can go to Access Pearson, which is where you're going to go to start this process of getting a Pearson account. And I'm going to open Pearson. And if you already have a Pearson account, it's just going to prompt you to link it. So if you've taken college algebra before, or any course before that uses Pearson, and you have a Pearson account, you can just link that account to this course. So you can do that. If you've never had a Pearson account before, then you're going to create an account. And I can't do that because I have a Pearson account. It's not going to let me do that. So it's, like I said, it's fairly straightforward. You just fill out the forms, agree to the user in license agreement, those kind of things. And then you submit it, and it should take you to a page where you can buy access. So you can either put in a code if you bought your access elsewhere, For example, the Redlands bookstore, if you buy your access there, you will receive a code that you can cut and paste in. Or if you want to pay with a debit card or a credit card, you can do that there. But on that page, that I call it the pay page, on that page, there should be a link toward the bottom of the page. And again, I can't see it because I can't log in as a student, that says get 2 weeks free or 14-day free trial, whatever it says. So you can get Pearson access right away and get 14 days free. So if you don't have your code yet, or you haven't bought it from the bookstore yet, or whatever reason, you have 2 weeks to get that access. And that's it. You've got 2 weeks to get this done. You've got to figure out how you're going to pay for it and get this access within 2 weeks. It's part of the course. It's the purchase of your book. So I do have instructions, as I said, as good as I could write them without seeing what you see. So if you find something in the instructions that doesn't ring true, that's not the way it looks for you, please let me know and I can update my instructions because I would like them to be as accurate as possible. So there are my instructions. Click on Access Pearson, open Pearson, create an account. Now the big thing for this is that you're going to need to use your Redlands email address. I can't communicate with you to a personal email address. I can't do that. I can only communicate to you from my Redlands address to your Redlands address. That's the way this works. So you need to make sure that you put your Redlands address, email address, when you create your account. If you have a previous Pearson account with another email address, then I can address that with you, how to fix it. Because you can edit your account profile and put in another email address. You can do that once you've linked to Pearson and you open Pearson. So that can be done. But you need to use your Redlands email address because that is how I legally can communicate with you. So be sure you use your Redlands email address when you create this account. All right, so once you get your account created, I'm going to go back to home. You can do the orientation, which is just walk you through My Lab Math. And it looks like I got the wrong title there. I have it called My Math Lab. I'll fix that. It is My Lab Math these days. They, changed the name from My Math Lab to My Lab Math. But they did. And then take your syllabus acknowledgement quiz. By the way, my name is Lisa Castle, Kastl. You can see that right there on the Zoom window. Kastl. There's no E on the end. It's check. All right, the next thing you need to do is get familiar with HonorLock. And this is an online class. Your exams will be proctored. And they're going to be proctored using HonorLock. And HonorLock, people will say it's persnickety. It says that it can be difficult. It really isn't. It's a fairly straightforward process to launch HonorLock, go through the authentication process, take your exam, close your exam, and then close HonorLock. It's fairly straightforward. But you need to practice it before you take your first exam because, and this will come out in an announcement, there is no excuse for taking your exam. HonorLock is not an excuse for taking an exam late. So if an exam is due on a Wednesday at midnight and you haven't done the HonorLock practice and then HonorLock has some kind of glitch with you, too bad. It's not an excuse. You need to practice it as soon as possible. Now, I include instructions for HonorLock. I do my best to write concise, clear instructions, but I also created a demo video. So I sat down as a student and went through the process and showed you how Honor Log works. So you can read the instructions. You do need an extension on your Chrome browser for Honor Log. You can download that now and get that installed on your browser. Or when you take the practice, it will prompt you to install the extension. So, 6 of one, half dozen of the other, whatever works best for you. But you do need an extension on your Chrome browser. So if you're using a school computer, that is something you're going to have to work with your counselor and your administration to get done on those school computers. You have to have a camera, you have to have a microphone, and you have to have Chrome, and you have to have the extension. Those are the requirements. And when you look at the demo, it will tell you what the requirements are. Let me just click on it real quick. It's a YouTube video that I created, and you can watch that. In this video, we are going to review enough of that. How to take an exam using Honor. Enough of that silliness. All right, let's go back to Canvas, and that's pretty much the things that I wanted to walk through with you. The rest of this you can click around, and I am a firm believer that the way that you, especially software applications like this, the best way to learn it is just to go in there and click around. And as I said, it's created with modules, and so each chapter is a module. You go to the first section in that module, and you get all the resources that you should need to be able to navigate through that module. The objectives, I created chapter notes for each chapter that you can use if you want. These are the PowerPoints I actually use when I teach this course face-to-face. So you can take a look at those if you want to. There's a link to the textbook, and let's make sure that link works. It's slow first time it opens. Oh, it tells me, because I'm in as a student. I'm in as a student, so it's wanting me to link, so I'm not going to do that. Then there's a link to your homework too. If I clicked on that, let me exit my student view. Let's see if we can't do that again. Truly, this is happening because I have an account as an instructor. I was going into Pearson as a student. It didn't recognize me, so I wanted to link my Pearson account to the course, and I don't want to do that because I'm an instructor. Okay, so let me go back to the textbook, see if that will open this time. There you go. So there's your textbook for section 1.1 on graphs and graphing utilities. And then going back to that page in Canvas, I can click on the homework. So once I've looked over the notes in the PowerPoint and the textbook and maybe watched the videos that I need to watch. For example, I don't remember how to plot points. So I'm going to watch the video on plotting points. And then when I go back over here, here's the homework. I can start the homework and go through and complete it. And when I complete the homework, and I submit it, I save it, or submit if it's a quiz. Pearson will send your grade back to Canvas. It may not be immediate. So you may have to wait because they need to sync. I have a software application, Pearson over here. I have a software application, Canvas over here. They have to sync. So Pearson has to send the grade back to Canvas, and it may take a half an hour or something. If after half an hour, your grades in Canvas are not reflective of what you have in My Lab Math, send me an email and I will manually sync the grades. Sometimes that happens. And, you know, sometimes I have to sync multiple times, but I think we'll be okay. So just be aware that your most current grade is in My Lab Math. So the grade's correct over there. It will be correct. Trust me, you'll be good. It just may not transfer back to Canvas as quickly as you want it to. All right, what else? I think that's about it. Now, again, I am going to click on Honor Lock real quick. Let me go in as a student. I gave you the instructions for Honor Lock, but I'm going to click on the link. This is where you launch the authentication process. And again, you can watch the video demo that I did and you can see how the process works. But that's where your exam proctoring is launched. This is where you launch the proctoring. It's not where you launch the exam. So this gets the authentication process going, and then you have to go back and open the exam and then take it. I know it's kind of a convoluted process, but it works pretty well. And once you do it once, you'll be good. Do the practice, and you'll be fine and dandy when exam time comes. All right, so I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Remember, you can reach me. You can certainly reach me via Canvas. You can send me a Canvas message because it also sends me an email. You can go into Outlook and send me an email directly. Start typing in Lisa Castle and it should find me. When you're typing in the to box, it should find me. You can send me an email. If you send me an email that doesn't come from Canvas, just be sure you tell me what course you're in. I teach multiple sections of this, and I have a lot of students in my online classes. So if you'll just say, hey, I'm in college algebra and this particular course code is right here. This may not be your course code, but this particular course that I'm in Canvas is 151307. So if you just tell me I'm in college algebra, you just give me the section number and I'm good. I'm in college algebra 7. Then I will know where to look for you. Otherwise, I have to go find you. I have to go open rosters and figure out what class you're in. So if you just let me know, if you send it straight through Outlook email, hey, I'm in your college algebra section 7, and that'll tell me what class you're in. All right. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I would love to hear from you. And it's going to be a great semester. Good luck. Bye-bye.